Yeah. Good morning, Kevin.
Do you guys like plushies? I have a couple of that plushies. Oh, they love it. Yes.
If you go into my room, there's
I'm not trying to call you.
Yeah, my phone. I don't normally get up in the morning super early. But you need me to go out there or?
Oh, they don't need to be around. Like, I don't want it to be. Okay, it'll be just really quick.
Ariel, Diana, go in the room, please.
Okay, can I bring the snowman stuff?
Take it in our room or
you want to, whichever.
I'll go in your room.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, I'm gonna
Dad, are you coming, baby? You want to put the, music on?
Mommy, where's the snowman?
I want to tell you something too while we're.
Bring it in the room, baby.
Here, I'll put the TV on.
So I had my wife message the new mayor of Gibsonville.
Okay, that's what I actually want to talk about too. Well, but first things first, I'm finally able to close the case. A couple of things that took so long was obviously I was sick for them 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get over that.
Diana.
I'm pretty sure it was food poisoning.
Yeah.
I was down bad. I was down bad.
Well, you're feeling better.
I'm still not feeling better. Like, honestly, I really didn't want to come to work today. I just took some nausea medicine because my stomach is thin. So that's one thing. I finally was able to obviously with DSS, there is a huge shortage in workers. So about another reason why it took so long is because I haven't been able to get supervision for my cases. Before you can close the case, your supervisor has to sign off on everything. I explained to her this morning, like your case was the first one I talked about. I explained to her, I was like, there's no reason for us to still have this open.
Charlotte!
I explained to her, I was like, really wanted to close it a while ago, but like I said, with the lack of supervision. So that was one thing. I talked to the Gibsonville, like you asked. They told me as far as the band that they couldn't really give me information.
Sure they can. That he's lying to you. This is the point though.
He told me.
Right.
He told me that they already explained to you why you was banned, that they gave you some type of.
Yeah, actually, I have that letter. Give me a second. That ban is illegal as hell, and they know it's illegal.
Well, they told me they couldn't, like, really release too much information on that. I'm telling him I am closing the case, but I said, just fill you in as well. One of the things that took so long, obviously, with me being sick, the weather, and then we lost a couple of workers. So my supervisor, when it comes to supervision, when you're ready to close a case, you have to get supervision from your supervisor. My supervisor hasn't been able to provide supervision due to court. Court was pushed back due to the weather. Then I was sick for those 2 weeks. So
You're starting to feel a little better or not?
I'm a little better. I took some nausea medicine. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it was food poisoning. So like that was something. I'll be honest with you. I just grown so close to your family, so that's kind of what allowed me to like kind of keep it open a little bit longer. Just because I feel like with this being my first case, this is. It's been easy to talk to you guys compared to a lot of the other people I've had to deal with.
Oh yeah, sorry to interrupt. They told him that they didn't know why it was banned, essentially.
Oh.
I can't find the ban letter. It's in here somewhere.
They don't know why?
Well, they said they know why. They just said they couldn't give me the information.
That's a lie. What it is, because I was assaulted by their officer, and then they covered it up. Right. So in order to ban somebody, just make sure we're both clear. Okay. You have to be. First of all, I've never even heard of being banned.
I've never heard of that.
You can criminalize actions, but you can't ban somebody. That's firstly. Okay. So in order to be criminalized, you have to be breaking the law. Okay. This is considered viewpoint. This right here, what's going on? The ban is considered viewpoint discrimination. I would advise you to look this up when you get a chance, so you can just for your own understanding. viewpoint discrimination, because they don't like what I had to say. It's not against the law for me to criticize government, and that's exactly what I was banned for, because they didn't want me going and talking about what happened, because the ban came right after I criticized the police for covering things up. So I also want to mention, so that's
They didn't want it like known.
they didn't want it known, so that's bullshit. He could 100% told you. I also want to mention the mayor. I had my wife reach out to him so basically, Bryant Crisp, who's the new mayor,
Okay.
also signed to have me banned. Because
And that's the new mayor.
that's the new mayor. So basically, he had a guy running for Dennis Rydell's position, Levon Barnes or something like that, reach out to me and say that he would agree to lift the ban, but he didn't want me talking about what happened with the police.
Okay.
So the reason why Bryant Crisp punk ass didn't directly do that was because he didn't want his name tied to any
Now,
of the
how
corrupt.
recently was this?
This is a
week ago.
like a week ago.
Okay.
So he wanted me to meet in a private meeting so that they could quash it,
Okay.
because he didn't want his name tied to it. That's illegal. I mean, that itself is not illegal, but like the ban is illegal. But he doesn't want his name tied to it,
Okay.
and so
I feel like that's why another thing why I like to be in this case being open, because I've learned so much from y'all. Like, I don't know nothing about legal.
most
stuff.
people
Like,
don't.
I went to school for psychology. Like, I don't know nothing.
Yeah, he's.
I don't know nothing about like legal and like
I do.
I don't know about like a lot of this stuff.
So here, let me tell you what else is going on. So we reached out.
Uh-huh.
I had my wife ask about, the neighbors, because it's like the mechanical noise. It's like
Right.
we don't. I was like, look, the statutes. It doesn't specify decibels, so it's up to the neighbors to decide. And personally, we told him, it's like, look, we don't want to hear the noise at all.
That makes
Like
sense.
before the harassment, it was annoying, but it was tolerable. But with everything going on, it traumatized our family. So the mayor is above everybody,
Right.
just so we're clear.
Okay.
He deferred us to the police department,
Okay.
saying, you should talk to the chief and see. And I was like, we've told.
And he said, keep calling, basically. Call the police to let them. He just got charged for that.
I think like just like the police department itself instead of 911.
Yeah, but that's.
We didn't call 911, and
Okay.
you remember you told, like, they even acknowledged that, like, when they told you, when the Gainesville police told you that I was abusing 911 services, they referred to a non-emergency line where I said that this was non-emergency. They said that.
Okay.
Did they not?
Yes.
So here's the thing. You guys being here, anyways. So basically, he deferred us to the police, and I'm like, we still don't understand why hasn't anybody been charged? Because he told you that they were charged at first, and then he switched up his answer.
Alright, now charges. That's another thing I wanted to mention. It was explained to me that Jeff Reese himself couldn't be charged because he said, and this is what he told me. He said that when they came out, that Jeff would always be at his house and like not around the property. But he did say that I think it's Mitzi, the one who took out the.
Restraining order?
She was charged with something.
I wonder.
He said that the ones who kept riding past your house and like basically taunting you, they were also charged.
They were not charged.
The wife?
That's what he told.
Right. I'm just saying. So here's the thing.
That's
What he's telling you and what I can verify
Right.
is two different things.
Okay.
If anyone was charged, you'd be able to look it up.
Okay.
Did you talk to the chief? Sorry, baby.
I talked to. I think his name was Sergeant or Lieutenant.
He's corrupt as shit. He's Worf. He's corrupt as hell too. So let me tell you that. Let me tell you, Jeff is the ringleader.
But every time I will just say, every time I call, that's who the person they told me to
Right,
talk
but
to.
he's corrupt as shit.
Yeah, no, not you're just.
Every time Jeff is the ringleader,
Right.
no one started doing this until Jeff and Jeff is on camera doing some of this stuff.
Also, he's on camera.
Huh?
What's wrong?
He's on camera.
Because what they explained to me was, like I said, he said that when they came out here, Jeff would always be at his house.
But
That they.
do you see all the excuses? You see all the excuses they're giving you.
I understand, yeah.
So here's the thing.
Because I told him, I was like, well, I'm trying to get to the bottom of why my client is being harassed, but he was like, Jeff's family members have been charged, but Jeff hasn't because they don't have any.
Let me just tell you something with that. Let me just stop you. So me saying it, me claiming it is enough for them to investigate. This is what true police work. So me saying Jeff did this,
Right.
it's likely. Jeff somebody riding on his property is reasonable suspicion.
Okay.
So and so this is what that punk ass officer tried to make up when he assaulted me doing a consensual encounter because I know the law better than he does.
Right.
Him being out there, that being his property, the quads being his, the people visiting him, that puts a responsibility on Jeff by default. Let me tell you something else. If I had drugs in this house, I don't have drugs, but hypothetically,
I know you don't have.
I'm making a point.
I
If I had drugs in this house, it doesn't matter if they were brought in by somebody else or if I personally brought them. It's my responsibility because it's my household. So I would still be criminally charged.
Right.
So they're being selective. They're being selective on purpose whenever it comes to charging Jeff. And I want to make sure this is clear
Okay.
because I'm gonna subpoena you and I keep telling you this. There's also when we sue that department for all the shit, for the cover-ups and everything, I'm gonna make sure that you are personally subpoenaed.
But you're not like, it's not to go against you. It's, did you hear this? Did you hear
Right.
this or
I'm not really worried about CPS.
Like it's yes or no, basically.
Yes.
Yeah, nothing.
So because they're lying to you, and because they know that you don't know the law like most people. Most people don't. I told you I was a genius.
Mhm.
So they're lying to you. Also, my wife, we reached out to Bryant Chris. I had her message him to cut a deal with Bryant Chris, saying that you give us $165,000 for.
But we did it in a way where it's not. Like,
Can I
the way
finish?
You're sounding. Yes. It just sounds like
So,
extortion, but
It's not extortion.
Right.
Let me finish, please.
Okay.
So we did it in a way because I'm like, look, you give me $165,000 because you banned me. You banned me to conceal misconduct. I wrote it in a legal frame. You banned me after I brought up misconduct at the police department, and then we couldn't do certain things because of this, and you limited our ability to participate in things, and so I explained that this is viewpoint discrimination because then they limited their ability for me to comment on the Facebook page of the town. So that's also, it's illegal for them to do that. They can't, I don't know if you know this, but government cannot censor who writes on their stuff. It's a public forum. It's a First Amendment. It's First Amendment that you have the right to talk about certain things. And so limiting somebody's ability is viewpoint discrimination. And so the Stoneville Police Department acknowledged that their officer who was involved in the cover-up blocked me on Facebook. They publicly acknowledged this as well. So I have two admissions of it, one from Gibsonville and one from here. So, excuse me, not an admission, but Stoneville acknowledged it, and then when I brought it up at the town of Gibsonville, they unblocked me. So it's viewpoint discrimination, and so I told Brian Chris, if you give us this money that we're owed, then we won't seek the internal communication, because here's the deal. The internal communication is the most damning for them. I suspect that they communicated because they're idiots about banning me, why they banned me, and so if enough is proven, that's conspiracy to obstruct justice, and this is a felony offense that they passed to prevent the government from doing the exact same thing they're doing. So I say this off to say is what they're doing is illegal. We're trying to work it out with them because we want to leave. Like, and I told them like, this is just for the band. This isn't for the town. Like, we're still suing the shit out of this town. We're just out of the police department. We're just trying to leave. And so they cost us a lot of. They cost me personally a lot of money, and they've set me back with everything going on. They've traumatized our children. By the way, Jeff was out riding after I had Carrie message him about the bothering. He was out riding while I was at work just for a little bit.
And then you have like, because I know you have.
My wife didn't record it, but she saw it. But we just wanted to bring it up to you. This conversation's recorded, but you're not in. And I told you, you're not in the video. It's just because I want this for evidence. Because again, I'm not gonna go after you personally, but I'm gonna show that some service knew about Jeff Reese and the harassment, the police in action to do anything.
Okay.
And again, it's not you. I just want to make sure. It's like, they know about this, and it's like we aren't the problem, and we never have been the problem.
Well,
But-
I did reach out, like I said before.
Right, but I'm just saying like. It's not in your control. Your only thing is to document. As long as you documented what the police said, that's all that matters. They told me that Jeff Reese should be. No one was charged that night, and that's the most important thing. You don't have to dig any more than that because I could go through and pull the names of the people that was there. So the only people that was there, the only people that has ever been harassing us is Jeff Reese, his son. Caleb Owens.
So, but his son was charged. Because, like I said before,
No,
they
his
told.
son was not. No one would. I know
That's
they.
not. That's what they told.
That's what they-
I
right.
did. Because I've been thinking about what you've been asking me to do since I'm already here trying to help.
Give me
That's
them
one of
names.
the
Give me the
things.
names of the people that was charged, and I bet you.
Okay. I
Ask
will
the names.
say he did tell me that Mitzi Gunn was charged with
With what exactly?
I want to say it was harassment. I'm not entirely sure.
I'll tell you what Mitzi Gunn did.
He did tell me. He said that his exact words were, "We couldn't charge Jeff because every time they come out, Jeff would always be at his house."
That's
He
bullshit.
did tell me that his family members, everybody that was like associated with him,
They're
they
charged. They're
were
trying to charge.
charged.
They're trying. First, let me tell you something. They're trying to charge everybody but Jeff. And the reason they're doing this, and they've not been charged, I'm just telling you that. And the reason why they would never charge Jeff is because it weakens his credibility as a witness. Because remember, I told you he lied for the Gibsonville police. He said he lived across the street. Look across the street. What's across the street?
It looks like a bar.
Fucking shed.
In the shed.
Nobody lives across the street. So, objectionably, that's a lie. Would you not agree?
Yeah. I mean, if it's like right
He
across-
said he lived across, and she specifically asked, across the street. He gave this story about his dog looking out the window, seeing me hit my wife.
Okay.
Which family?
Clearly, it didn't happen. That's the point. That motherfucker lives up there.
He lives in that big house.
He lives up the road. So there's no way. Even if I was to fight the officer for 20 minutes, which is objectionably impossible.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna show you something.
Okay.
I don't need to record anymore. I'm gonna show.